So before this video starts off, this video is going to unfortunately get demonetized by YouTube since this is a pretty sensitive subject. But in today's video, I wanted to talk about sex without consent, aka known as rape/sexual assault. Let's talk about it. Sexual consent is consent to engage in sexual activity, as I just explained in the beginning of the video. Sexual activity without consent is considered rape or other sexual assault. Like I said, for example, if you, let's say you're a guy, you see a female in the club, you're both drunk, this and that, and about drunk we're gonna come just now. She's too drunk, she's passed out of her mind, and you have sex with her. You haven't gotten her consent, and there's no way she can give you consent if she's knocked out from the drugs or the alcohol. That's rape, because you haven't gotten her consent. So basically, you aren't allowed to perform any sexual movements with her, and if you do that, that is sexual assault/rape. It is. And it's a very, very big thing. And it's not just guys that do it. There's also females that do it. Females can do it as well. Don't be fooled. They do it as well. So let's talk about what's sexual consent. Facts about rape and sexual assault. This is a very, very controversial topic. I would really appreciate if you guys would share this video and talk about this more. As you guys know, I talk about a lot of subjects on this channel, and I don't get embarrassed, I don't feel embarrassed, and I'm not embarrassed about these. I think these are very interesting topics, even though I make little to no money on these videos. That's why I created this channel, to talk about controversial topics within society. Kiki, that's my little sister, sorry. Consent means actively agreeing to be sexual with someone. Consent lets someone know that sex is wanted. I'm giving you my permission to perform a sexual movement on me. That's my consent to you. Sexual activity without consent is rape or sexual assault. So no means no. If you keep on going when someone says no, I don't want to, I don't feel comfortable, you're assaulting that person at that moment. Sexual consent is an agreement to participate in a sexual activity. Before being sexual with someone, you need to know if they want to be sexual with you too. So before you have sex, when I lost my virginity, we both gave each other consent. I said, I would like to have sex with you. I would like to try it out. There are certain things that I don't like, some things I do like. And she said, okay, that's cool. I have some things that I like and I don't like. And I said, if it's too much, then just say no and I'll stop immediately. That's how it should go, but it's not always the case, unfortunately, when it comes to people that get assaulted. It's also important to be honest with your partner about what you want and don't want. That is very important. No is no, and they should respect your decision regardless. Consenting and asking for consent are all about your personal boundaries and respecting those of your partner. So with some things I don't feel comfortable with during sex, I don't, and I honestly tell that to the person, I don't feel comfortable doing this. Please, I would like you if you, I would respect you if you wouldn't do that, and respect my choices and decisions. Very, very important. If it's your first time as well, you got to know where your boundaries are, what you feel comfortable with. And that's why I advise you, for people that want to lose their virginity, is mess around with yourself. And the reason why I say that is, when you search your own body, you get to understand what you like and want and don't like. And that's why I came to the conclusion that some things I just completely like and completely don't like, or don't feel comfortable with doing with another, and I don't even feel comfortable doing on my own. Both people must agree to sex. You must both want it, not the one person wanting it and the other not. You must both want it at the exact same time of your horniness, maybe every single time, for it to be consensual. Even if you're in a relationship, it happens a lot, man. It's there. Without consent, sexual activity, including oral sex, genital touching, and vaginal or anal penetration, is sexual assault, rape. For example, if me and a girl, right, this and that, and I say, whoa, why you got your hands in my pants? It happened to me first time. I kid you guys not. I wasn't mad. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, whoa, this is totally random. We were just laying in bed at her crib, home alone. She just, with her hands, goes down my pants and starts just doing a thing. I'm like, well, this is a bit weird. I don't know what I thought about it at the time, but I was like, strange. But I didn't mind. You see, sometimes in some circumstances, it's also very awkward to say, "Would you like to jerk me off?" Then you might kill the vibe as well. You don't want that. God damn, I'm sorry for my sister in the background. I'm recording this in my room, so there's like no room. Sorry, I'm not gonna edit this out. This is cute. Consent is easy as fries. Freely given, reversible, informed, enthusiastic, specific. Freely given. Consenting is a choice you make without pressure, manipulation, or under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Reversible. Anyone can change their mind about what they feel like doing anytime. So let's say you're doing it with someone and they feel like, I don't feel comfortable, I'm not ready, then stop it immediately. Don't go doing it more. You don't want to do that. You can even give people traumas by raping them. It's a true fact, man. Stuff like that does happen, unfortunately, in this world. Even if you've done it before, and even if you're both naked in bed. Some people have sex with clothing on. I think I've done it as well. I don't know. I'm very honest and open, like I told you. I ain't embarrassed about these subjects. It's a normal conversation. Sex is normal. It's a normal thing we humans need, actually. I ain't done it in like a month or 4, so you know. Informed. You can only consent to something if you have the full story. For example, if someone says they'll use a condom and they don't dare, isn't full consent. And this word I've always got such a difficulty pronouncing it. Enthusiastic. Hey, enthusiastic. Hey. When it comes to sex, you should only do stuff you want to do, not things that you feel like you expect to do. For example, if you're a female in this role, right? The guy expects a BJ, and he forces you to do it. You shouldn't expect those things. It should really go with the flow. And I always say, have sex with someone that you feel comfortable with. Not necessarily have to love that person, but just feel comfortable with it is very, very important. Like I said, I lost my V card, and it was a fucking disappointment. God damn, it was disappointing. It was really not what I expected. But it was also because I'd watched a lot of porn at the time of doing it, and I was addicted. I still watch porn on a regular basis, like 3-4 times a week, because shit, my man, I gotta do something to entertain myself as well. And masturbating is also healthy. It's good and a bad thing. It's healthy, but also it can be leading to very, very addicting stuff. Why am I doing ASMR? I don't know. Specific. Saying yes to one thing, like going to the bedroom to make out, doesn't mean you've said yes to others, like having sex. Just because you make out, right? Kissing and that, doesn't mean that you want sex in one go. Some people don't want that. Some people just like the feeling of touching each other and kissing, but don't want sex. And you should respect that decision, regardless of what you find at that state. You get the final say of what happens with your body. It doesn't matter if you've hooked up before, and even if you said yes earlier and then changed your mind. You're allowed to say stop at any time, and your partner needs to respect it. And unfortunately, not everyone does that. Consent is never implied by things like your purse behavior, what you wear, or where you go. Sexual consent is always clearly communicated. Not always, unfortunately, but you know, sometimes people hint. There should be no question of mystery. Silence is not consent. And it's not just important the first time you're with someone. Couples who've had sex before, or even once who've been together for a long time, also need to consent before sex every time. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. If you're like a long time partner, I just think it goes with the flow, but who knows. Wow. There are laws about who can consent and who can't. People who are drunk, high, or passed out can't consent to sex. So if I'm drunk and I'm passed out and you're sucking my balls, you're raping me because I didn't allow you to do it. That's really what it is. There are also laws to protect minors, people under the age of 18, from being pressured into sex with someone much older than them. Now this is my legit question, right? In the Netherlands we got a very strange law. When you're 18, you're considered a grown-up here, a young adult, right? In America, I think it's only 21 or something. If you're 18 here, you have sex with a 15-year-old, that's illegal. But I thought it was something with the age of minimum 16 that it's allowed or something. It's very, very confusing. It's to protect minors, and it's understandable. This is interesting. The age of sexual consent is how old a person needs to be in order to be considered legally capable of consenting to sex. Adults who have sex with someone younger than the age of consent face jail time and being registered as a sex offender. Damn, boy. Woo, that's heavy. The age of consent varies in different parts of the US and in different countries. There may also be other laws that define the age of sexual consent by state. What's sexual assault and what's rape? Well, we're almost done with this page. Very, very good page. Rape, sexual assault, and sexual abuse can have different legal definitions. In general, rape, sexual assault, and sexual abuse are forms of violence in which there is sexual contact without consent, including vaginal or anal penetration, oral sex, and genital touching. Don't touch my balls. Sorry. Anyone can be a victim, no matter their gender, sexual orientation, or age, but certain groups of people are more likely than others to experience sexual assault in their lives. Women, especially women of color. Didn't know that. Why is that actually though? Genuine question. LGBT identified people and people with development disabilities are more likely to experience sexual assault over the course of their lifetimes. How come? Is it because they're more vulnerable, I suppose? Doesn't it say that? Yeah, it literally says that they're more vulnerable. No, it doesn't. Sexual violence doesn't happen in one single way. There doesn't need to be a weapon involved, and the victim doesn't need to have fought back, screamed, or said no repeatedly, in order for it to count as rape or sexual assault. Most sexual assaults don't happen by strangers in dark alleyways. Often it's someone the victim knows, or even a romantic partner. If you or someone you know has experienced this type of violence, you're not alone, and help is available. Ladies and gentlemen, help is available. This page was very, very nice. Wow. How do I talk about consent? Let's talk about that. Let's see this. You could talk about people or psychiatrists. Very, very, very interesting. Wow, wow, wow. Impressive. I hope this video was good and informative. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I caught you in 8K, by the way. Nah, but all jokes aside, this is a very serious topic. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sharing this video would really mean a lot to me. Liking it if you like the content, obviously, but pretty heavy. I think consent is very, very important. Even if you've known each other for 10 years, you gotta all know what you want and like at the spot. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later on Kicking Mukbangs. I got a steak and cheese fries mukbang coming out. Tomorrow I got a new video for you guys, and an ASMR reading by the M's video. It means a lot for you to watch these videos, and thank you so much, man. Peace out. Decided to record in my room this time. See you later, man.